What skill do you have that makes you go, why do I have this skill? I really good at putting the string back in hoodies/sweat pants when they come out in the dryer. Always know which way is north. Even in a solid room. I can write beautifully in cursive. Recall of lyrics. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast most days, but if I listen to a song a handful of times, I'll never forget the lyrics, given they are in a language I speak and intelligible. Not a musician, not a singer, not a lyricist, not even particularly good with words, and yet I can pour any liquid from one container into another, and even if the receiving container has a small opening, I don't ever spill a drop. I was a bartender for some years, and guess I picked up this useless, but occasionally impressive skill. I can tell the time, to within about 5 minutes, without looking at a clock. Absolutely useless. I don't need a wake up alarm. I know what time to wake up, based on the day of the week. I can finish every version of Fireboy and Water Gerald on my own, by using both my hands, to move the character simultaneously. I'm so **** good at mouth trumpet. I'm way above average at pretty much any skill I try to pick up. People always call me super talented, and expect a lot of me, be it work, sports or anything else. The downside, I move painfully slow, way slower than most people. If I pick up a hobby, I'm almost always the best amongst the newbies, but after a few years I'm way behind everyone else, because I barely improved. It sucks, because it feels like I'm getting worse at things the more I do them. I memorize most every song I'll listen to extremely quickly, and never forget them. Such a waste of brain space, lol. I'm really good at making up non-serious songs and lyrics on the spot. I can't sing or write for *****, but if I'm alone or with someone I'm comfortable with, I can bust out funny and nice sounding songs, like I was born for it. Sucks that I have none of the singing talent to go with that skill. Archery. I'm a competent swordsman. I practiced Yagyu Shrinkage Ryu when I was younger, because my Kyokushin sensei also studied it and it sort of filtered through. Now for several years I've studied HEMA along with other martial arts, Mount, BJJ, boxing. The usual suspects, for fun. Cross training has led to capable footwork, reaction time, precision. This is a useless skill in the scheme of things. But damn is it fun. When I have to wrap things in aluminum foil, like a lot of things, I'll cut multiple pieces at a time, and can cut them exactly to perfectly matching size, just by eyeballing and feeling the roll of the foil from the container. I have yet to find a profession to put this skill to use in that will make me a millionaire. I struggle to keep track of my keys and phone, but if I've read something specific and need to refer to it again later, I can pick up a book of any length and find the content instantly. I have the opposite of a photographic memory, aphantasia, so picking out the ordering of topics and specific orientation within the pages is more of a felt sense. When in school it made studying more efficient, unfortunately not more effective. I don't know if it's a skill that I can be without any activity for days. I have no idea how being bored feels. You get an urge to do stuff? All of my friends always need to be doing something productive, a hobby or even talk. I'm mathematically gifted. I pulled A's in math, even in high school, with an amount of effort I consider to be just doing what they told me. I even helped tutor the other members of the class. That's a great skill to have, someone who ***enjoys** performing mathematics. As much as I hate doing pointless **** like stocking shelves to make money, the idea of performing calculations for money sounds even ***more** soul-crushingly monotonous. Making weird noises. Basically the ability to learn any new skill to a somewhat decent effect within 2 or 3 tries. Though, for more complex skills it may take a few more, unless I'm ***very passionate about it. I, 30F, can beat any other woman in an arm wrestle, even though I never work out. I can break wine glasses with my voice. I'm very good at catching flies with my hands. I still haven't worked out an appropriate step 2. I can puke at will, no discomfort, no finger, just like another movement. I just can bring food back, like sheep. What for? The taste is awful, absolutely useless unless I ate spoiled food. Then it's useful, otherwise makes me careless. I can pull a condom through my nose and out of my mouth. Haven't done it for 20 years, still could. Also I can make the air smell bad. I can tie knots with cherry tails in my mouth, no hands, tongue only. Learned it from my grandma. As long as I'm not pushing myself, I can wake up on time without an alarm. I can click my tongue unreasonably loud. Don't know why. I just can. Being able to pick up anything and be just good enough to not look like an idiot. Granted, it's really hard for me to say I'm exactly *skilled* at anything despite it. I solve Wheel of Fortune / word jumble puzzles insanely fast. I can fap without even touching my ****. No gag reflexes. Constant disappointment. Fucking drawing, that's not strange. However, my best art is when I draw furries. I take commissions, so sometimes furries will ask for something, and it's always more efficient and turns out better. I can vibrate my eyes, visibly so. This is a skill. Don't remember how I found out. I can blow bubbles with my tongue. I've got perfect pitch, but haven't fully gotten into any musical instruments. I learned piano for a while, and literally learned how to play songs by hearing what my instructor was playing, and then finding the notes on the piano just by the sound. I could also play notes to some songs without any sheet music at all, just from listening to it. I've wanted to get back into piano at some point, maybe after uni. The ability to do a ton of rugby trick passes, which I will never use in a match, because they are too risky. I can wiggle my nose. I pretended I broke my nose after a rugby match when I was younger to my mom for fun, and she was hysterical as to why I wasn't in massive pain. I can, with almost 100% accuracy, read lips. I've always focused on mouths when people speak. Very seldom useful. I can make a farting noise by pressing my hands together. I can also fit my fist in my mouth. I can whistle and hum at the same time. Burping on demand. Never lost a burping contest in my life. I can fly a drone really well. I'm weirdly good at making brass necklace pendants. I can specify any drug's effects, risks, class, dissociative, hallucinogen, etc., and what unit it's dosed in. But help me. I can get through a day without much of a difference with only 2 to 3 hours of sleep. I can transform a master of Zen in a blood-fiend berserker by talking to him for 5 minutes, tops. Still trying to find some use for that. If you ask me about something that I have read or encountered in the past, yet I don't remember at the present moment, I'll get a sudden flashback, like reopening a core memory that I long have forgotten with great detail about the said question. Despite being chubby, I naturally both walk and run quite silently. I was able to write an entire novel, near 400 pages and 90k words in less than 3 months. I barely had to do any editing, and was able to write the entire thing in order. Sadly, whether or not my writing is actually good is, well, I personally don't think it is. I'd much rather someone like Stephen King have this ability than me. If you want to check my book out, pretty cheap at $5.75. Never getting sick. Remember faces and music lyrics for decades. I can roll my eyes and make them white. I can recognize people with one glimpse from behind, at night, hell sometimes even in their car. But can I remember their name? I can recognize most languages. Like, I cannot tell you the meaning of what is written or typed, but I can look at a paragraph and usually tell what language it is written in. Really useful. No idea why I can do this. I'm really good at drawing porn. Then in HS people started asking me to buy said porn, so I sold a lot. It was my hustle. Then I didn't do it for many years. Now I'm doing it again after COVID took my job. For one reason or another, once I have a chat with someone for like 5 minutes, I always seem to figure out their biggest secrets and deepest emotions. I don't know why, but it's weird. Once I'm hard I can come on command. I don't know how I acquired this skill. It doesn't matter whether it's a solo session or I'm with a partner. I basically go for as long as I want, and when I decide I want to I come. Living. Groceries. Without thinking about it, the amount of groceries always fit perfectly in the containers I've got with me. Get one or multiple shopping bags, a backpack, or whatever. If it doesn't fit, I know it, and buy the right bag, where the rest will fit in exactly. I've been playing guitar for almost 25 years. One of my favorite things to do is improv for 3 to 4 hours at a time, playing at warp speed until my fingers and wrist cramp. Sounds like a great and useful skill, except for the fact that I have zero interest to perform in any capacity. I can generally find a bathroom within seconds, even if I have never been to a location, or will already know where it's at. I've always been able to peel off stickers and labels without shredding them. Untangling things. Basket weaving. Run on the floor like General Grievous. I don't know why, but I scare my cousins like that. I get my kicks out of it. I can wiggle my ears by contracting the muscles in my ears over and over again. I can describe a smell really well, but it's always the most obscure things. I'm really good at folding boats and frogs from scraps of paper. Just boats and frogs, nothing else.